Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, I have a special guest with me. This is my sister, and I am going to be doing her makeup. So that was the before you saw, and this is the after. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the tutorial here, and yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I started off with here is the Smashbox Primer Oil, and I just started swiping this on with a foundation brush, and I've never actually used this product before, and she has, so I was putting way too much on her face, and she's like, you're putting way too much on my face, so I stopped. So I just let her rub the rest of it all over her face because I was putting way too much on. Then I decided, since there was a lot of that oil that went on her face, I decided to use a little bit of a mattifying primer to kind of counteract that so she won't be super oily. So then I just went ahead and put some Smashbox. This is a primer also just around her smile lines, because me and her, we do get really bad smile lines, so this is just a preventative to, you know, kind of decrease the amount of smile lines we get. So next I'm going to go ahead and color correct underneath her eyes, because she does have some purpley reddish dark under eye bags, so I'm going to go ahead and place that corrector there. That's just going to cancel out the purpleness and the that darkness, so it's more bright underneath there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out with my beauty blender there. And then I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm just applying a little bit underneath the eyes there, just to help brighten it up even more, and also add a little bit more coverage to, you know, again, make that not so dark underneath her eyes. And then I just blended that out with my beauty blender. And then next, let's see, I went on to foundation, and this is the Nars Luminous foundation. I don't remember what shade she's in. I'll have it linked down below though. And I'm just kind of dotting this all over her face. I don't really like to apply it to my beauty blender first because it just soaks up all the product. So I apply it to the face first, then I just go ahead and blend it out with my beauty blender. And again, this beauty blender is damp. I ran it under some water, and then I just wring it out with like a towel, or you could use anything really, a t-shirt, anything, just so that it's not soaking wet, because if it's soaking wet, that product is just going to go everywhere. So again, I like this foundation that we used on her. She does have some textured skin, and that just helps smooth everything out, which, you know, worked great. And then I'm taking my Brainless Ray Concealer by Too Faced, and I'm just applying this a little bit more to her cheek area, just to, you know, add a little bit more coverage for her, and to again help with the texture. And I'm just blending that out with that same beauty blender. And then after that, I'm going to go underneath it with the eyes. Sorry, woo, what am I even saying? I'm going on with that concealer underneath the eyes just a little bit, and again, same with the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is going to be highlighting her face. I'm also taking it up on the bridge of the nose, the forehead, the chin, and the Cupid's bow, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with that beauty blender again.
Invincible.
Alright, so after that concealer is all blended out, I'm going to go ahead and set that with the Bare Minerals. I don't remember what it's called. Oh my gosh, I always forget. But this is just a setting powder, and I absolutely love it. I haven't used it in so long. I just went to Sephora recently and actually picked it up again. And I'm just setting everywhere where I place that concealer, just so that it doesn't move around or budge anywhere. And I did pay a little more attention towards the under eyes, because she does get pretty creasy underneath the eyes. Next, I'm going into contour. I'm using my Naked Skin Concealer. This is in the darkest shade. I'm not sure what it's called off the top of my head, but I'm just placing this, you know, under her cheekbones or on her forehead. And I did put it on her nose also to give her a little bit of a nose contour to kind of slim things down. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with my beauty blender again. And this is just going to give her a nice bronzed look. As you can see, like, this color looks really good on her for her skin tone, which I was really surprised about, but you know, I liked it. So I just blended that out really good, so nothing looks super harsh. I didn't want to do a harsh contour on her. I just wanted her to look overall bronzed and just kind of glowy. So that's what I did there, and it turned out looking really nice also. So yeah. After that bronzer is all blended out there, I'm just going to go and take this spray. This is actually just water. It's in a Makeup Forever setting spray bottle, but it's just water. And that's just going to help, you know, make all those powders mix with those liquids. So I just fan that out so it's not wet anymore. And then I went in with this bronzer by Shea Moisture, and this is a powder bronzer. And I'm just going to set that cream bronzer with this powder bronzer so it doesn't move or budge. Then I'm going to move on to eyebrows, my favorite part. Eyebrows make every look, of course. And I'm just going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duo, and I believe it's in dark brown. And I'm just taking the dark brown shade in that duo, and I'm just going to be filling in her brows with just powder. I didn't want to do anything with like the Dip Brow by Anastasia Beverly Hills for anything too harsh. This is kind of more of a natural glam look, if that makes any sense. Anyways, so I went in with concealer here by LA Girl just to prime her eyelids. And this is a really good concealer for that because first of all, it's going to be a little bit lighter than her skin color. So it's going to help the colors that we apply for eyeshadows on her eyelids to show up better. And it's also going to help the eyeshadows stay on longer. So that's why I like that product. I forgot to set the brows, so that's what I'm doing right now with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. That's going to help her eyebrows stay in place all day and not move around because you don't want your brows to move. And then I'm going to go ahead and set that concealer that I placed on the eyelids. And this is by the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. And this is just going to help powders blend with powders. And then this is the Quad Duo by Kat Von D, and I don't remember what it's actually called, but I just took the orange shade in there, and I'm just applying it in the crease, outer corner, just, you know, pretty much everywhere except for the eyelid part. And this is just going to be our transition color slash crease color. And then I'm taking this brown shade in there. I really like this palette. It just has pretty much everything that you need. I'm just placing this brown shade in the outer corner. I'm kind of making a V shape with it. I know it's a little bit hard to see from this angle that I'm filming in, but I am making a V shape with it. And then I'm just blending it out with that same brush that I used for that orange color, the first shade that we went in with. This angle you can see a little bit better. There is that V shape that's going on there. And then I just went into, again, with that blending brush and blended that out so there's no harsh lines, and so that everything blends out seamlessly and it's just kind of on one accord basically. So that's what looks really nice. And then I went into this rosé color in the Lorac Pro. I think it's the 2 palette, I'm pretty sure. And then I'm just applying this color to the lid. This is the best, like, rose gold shade. I mean, it is wonderful. I love this shade. So as you see, it just looks really, really nice on her skin tone. And I just blended that out. So again, there's no harsh lines, but I really, really like how that shade looks on her skin color. And then I'm taking the color next to it. I believe it's called Snow. Quote me on that. So anyways, now I'm just applying that to the brow bone like that. And then I'm going with my MAC Lash Accelerator, and this mascara is wonderful. So I just put that on off camera because it just took too long to film. And then I'm going underneath the eyes with that orange shade that we used for the crease and everything. And then I'm going with the brown shade just to deepen up a little bit also, and then just taking a blending brush to blend those two shades together so they look seamless, and, you know, it gives a little bit more of a smoky look to the eyes. And then I'm going with this Nars blush. I believe it's called Amour. I love this blush. It's just a nice pink shade that just goes well with that eye look that we created here. And it just looks really, really nice. So I'm just applying a light layer of that because you don't want too much blush. I don't want it to overpower anything or anything like that. And then for highlighter, I'm going in with this blush. It's actually a blush, yeah. It's called Margin. But, you know, it's too light for our skin tones to be a blush, so we use it as a highlight, and it's wonderful, and it looks really, really good. And I also applied that color Margin underneath her lash line and in her inner corner just to give her a highlight. Then I'll use that MAC Lash Accelerator again on her bottom lower lashes, again, just to make those look a little bit longer and just to stand out a little bit more. And this mascara, you guys, is bomb. You need it in your life for sure. Last but not least, I'm taking my lip liner. This is by MAC, and this is I I don't remember what it's called, but I'm taking that lip liner and I'm applying it to her lips, and then I'm taking the Smashbox. It's a Smashbox liquid lipstick, but this liquid lipstick is not as drying as some liquid lipsticks that I've used in the past. It's actually very hydrating. I don't remember what shade it is, but again, I'll have it linked down below. And then I'm just taking a lip brush here and blending those two shades together so it comes out with a nice color. And yeah, that's basically the end of the look, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching this tutorial. If you guys would like to see me do some other people's makeup, make sure to leave it down in the comments below so that I can make another video there and get some of my friends and see if they want to film some videos with me. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Told me to go get an ultrasound and possibly a mammogram, depending on what the ultrasound says. So about 5 days later, I went to go get an ultrasound done.